What's good, YouTube? This is the top 10 backcourt video. Hope you guys enjoy. But first, I want to tell you, go to my website, analysisplayground.com. Here you can find NBA tributes to the legends, NBA breakdown, and summer league analysis and rookie analysis, only exclusively on analysisplayground.com. But if you're on YouTube, you get all the webcams. So just remember, if you want to see breakdowns and tributes, you got to go to analysisplayground.com and check that out and subscribe to the newsletter. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Quinway Basketball Analysis coming to you with some fun videos. Today we ranked the top 8 teams in the West and the East. Today we're going to rank the top backcourt and the top 5 players at each position. First, I want to give the honorable mentions. Deron Williams, Wesley Matthews. This is an unproven backcourt because Deron Williams hasn't been healthy. He fell off. And Wesley Matthews coming from an Achilles, so I didn't count him. And then the Milwaukee Bucks, Michael Carter-Williams and Chris Middleton. I love that backcourt, but they're young. But I haven't seen enough from them. So, and Alfred Payton and Victor Oladipo. Out of all them three, Alfred Payton and them can't shoot, but they still a good backcourt. But I'm going to go with Chris Middleton and Michael Carter-Williams at number 10. Conley and Tony Allen at number 9. Tony Parker, Danny Green, number 8. Chris Paul, J.J. Redick, number 7. Number 6 is Ty Lawson and James Harden. Number 5, just because they accomplished more. I would put Ty Lawson and James Harden in the top 5, but just because Kyle Lowry and them won 40 games back-to-back, but they haven't got out the first round, but they both still 2 All-Stars. Ty Lawson not an All-Star yet, but DeMar DeRozan is an All-Star caliber player. He did play like an All-Star on the second half of the season. He didn't do it in the postseason. But since they both are 2 technically All-Stars, I kind of put them in the top 5 because they played good, but they just weren't healthy on the second half of the season. DeMar got injured, and then Kyle Lowry got injured. They messed up their chemistry with the team. But with DeMar Carroll helping them out being a defender, I think they can come back to being a top 5 backcourt. If not, you can just put Ty Lawson, James Harden in the number 5 spot. But they, like I said, I just go with Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan. Number 4, Bradley Beal, John Wall. Only reason why I got them, they did beat Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan in a playoff series, but Bradley Beal played like an all-star every year in the playoffs. Last year, he averaged over 20 points against Indiana. He stepped his game up. This year, he was averaging over 20 points against the Atlanta Hawks when John Wall went down. If Bradley Beal can play like an all-star for a whole season, he can be an all-star caliber player. Because this year we had Jeff Teague, we had Kyle Korver as all-stars caliber players, and we know Bradley Beal can play on that type of level because they basically role players. Jeff Teague and Kyle Korver are basically good at one thing. One is good at driving, one is good at shooting. But Bradley Beal can shoot and drive, and John Wall got a decent jumper, and he can drive to the paint. He's one of the best passers. It was second in the NBA in assists per game, and he led it for most of the season. So you got 2 all-star caliber players. One is an all-star, and Bradley Beal just haven't been healthy. Every time the season starts, he just can't stay healthy. So if he can stay healthy for a set first half of the season and put around 17 and 4 assists and like 5 rebounds, he can easily be an all-star, but he just can't stay healthy in the beginning of the season, and that's what hurting Bradley Beal from being an all-star. Number 3, I got Derrick Rose and Jimmy Butler. Now, this backcourt, I put him number 3 because of the potential. Derrick Rose hasn't been healthy for a full season. We don't know if he's going to be healthy this year because I can't predict the future. But Derrick Rose, he showed glimpses of being great. And Jimmy Butler was already one of the best defenders in the league. And he is an all-star caliber player. And he stepped up in that Milwaukee Bucks series, hitting dagger threes. He hit tough shots. He took over, and he was so confident. This backcourt has huge potential to be even better if Derrick Rose can get healthy and get his confidence back and start taking over games and getting comfortable back in the NBA. So I think Derrick Rose and Jimmy Butler are obviously the 3rd best backcourt when healthy because Jimmy Butler had injury issues and Derrick Rose does too. But I like the potential of that backcourt. Number 2, this is potential too. Dwayne Wade played amazing the first beginning of the season before Chris Bosh went down. When Chris Bosh went down, Dwayne Wade had to carry so much of the offense because it wasn't enough floor spacing. So he had to take a lot of tough shots. He had to take a lot of tough fadeaways. He had to take a lot more shots because they didn't have enough offense to score with Chris Bosh and Luol Deng in and out the lineup. They weren't healthy enough, so Dwayne Wade had to, his efficiency went down. But he was shooting over 47% from the field before Chris Bosh went down. But show you he's one of the most efficient guards in the game. He doesn't turn the ball over that much, and he picks his spots when to score. Same thing with Goran Dragic. He shot 50% from the field. His three-point percentage went down because of the floor space, and he had to take more attempts. But we know Jordan Dragic can shoot 50% and 40% from the field, get at least 16, 17 points, and average at least 5 to 6 assists. I think that's a top 7 shoot point guard in the NBA. So I like Gordon Dragic, Dwayne Wade. I think they both will be all-stars. Same with Derrick Rose and Butler and Bill and Wall. I think they all will be all-stars. And Dwayne Wade, you know he's a superstar player. And to stop, because they won the championship, Klay Thompson has been a little inconsistent in the playoffs. He got shut out in Memphis. He basically was a no-show besides one game against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Klay Thompson just been a shell of himself. He was an all-star in the beginning of the season, but people focused on him and locked in on him in the playoffs, and he basically was a no-show. But I think it is takeable because Klay Thompson just been so streaky and inconsistent, even in the playoffs. He was just out of it. So this backcourt is replaceable. I do think people can catch up to Steph and Klay because Klay Thompson is so inconsistent. I think Rose, Jimmy Butler, Wall, those three backcourts can be the #1 backcourt coming in next season if they can win in the playoffs, and if Klay Thompson step back up and plays better in the playoffs, then Steph and Klay gonna be the #1 team. But I got them #1 because they did win a championship together, and they are the #1 team in the West. And it's mostly because Steph and Klay, how they can shoot and how they can score. So that's my top 10 backcourt in the NBA. Remember, this is just a fun list. This is not the best list. It's not the most accurate. This is just my opinion. Let me know what your opinion is in the comment section below, and let me know what you think. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Feel free to check out my older videos. If you like this video, like my older videos, subscribe. Quinn Wade, Basketball Analysis, signing out.